everyday zombies that lived off of television and their devices would have
I see what you're
very
at.
little to do. So there would be very little entertainment,
So not the brain-eating kind, the
No.
Cheeto-eating kind.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Most Awesome.
Hello.
How be ye?
Good, you?
Not too shabby.
Good.
Are you ready to produce a banger of an episode?
Yep.
All right, then.
Okay, hi, this is Scout
And William,
from Hypermentilating,
the podcast.
a show that follows life and
Change.
through the eyes.
Of a father and a...
Daughter. Join us as we find our way.
Okay, together.
Yeah. First topic of the day is... what is cyberbullying? The reason I thought of this was because I recently watched a documentary on Netflix called...
What is cyberbullying,
Caller,
coincidentally?
Unknown Caller or something like that. And it was about this girl and her boyfriend. They were both being, like, they were getting messages from different numbers, but the same person. Spoiler alert for anyone that's going to watch that, skip past this part. But it was the mother of the daughter that was getting cyberbullied. So that's what made me think of it, because I was kind of like, what is it exactly? You know, like, it can be multiple different things. It could be leaking pictures. It could be leaking messages. It could be gaslighting what's the word? Like you're...
Catfishing?
No. Like you're saying, if you don't do this, I'll do this. Anyways, like when you're just... it's a bunch of different things. It could be calling someone names under a post, just straight up being mean to them on the internet.
Yeah, bullying.
And sadly, during this day and age, it's the more popular form of bullying, you could say. Because the internet is so accessible to everybody. Even people that don't have phones, they probably have a computer or their parents' computer or an iPad or something like that. Like, it's just so easily accessed by so many different people. And it might not be you that's doing it. It might be your friend that's roping you into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's a horrible time for bullying, for victims. It's a tremendous time for bullies.
Yeah. Bullies
it's a
are
weird
thriving.
kind of bullying, isn't it? Because, like, real life bullying does come with the threat of repercussions, right? Like, you could get punched in the nose.
Right.
Or you could, it's not anonymous. You have to be front and center, and so it's a particular kind of person who's going to do that. But online cyberbullying is sort of open to anyone. There's no ramifications. Like, you can do it anonymously, and it's really
Make a fake account that's
super greasy.
That's very hard to trace.
Yeah, I think it makes it worse. People who are so inclined can be really, really outrageously awful, because they feel safe, they feel anonymous, they feel like they can do it without having to face any consequences.
Yeah.
That's really bad, for sure. Like, you guys, I feel bad for all you young people who spend so much of your interactions are online now, fortunately or unfortunately.
Yeah.
Online is where you spend a lot of your time, living and interacting, and man, it is some kind of gross sometimes. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a dark place for sure.
It can be, It can be so dark. And this cyberbullying is definitely one of the biggest reasons. It's just so easy to make other people feel bad now.
It really is.
Or I guess if you stay offline, then you're somewhat removed from it, right? But that's almost impossible for a kid your age to stay offline. Like, you would feel so out of the loop.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, whenever I have kids, I'm gonna try my hardest to keep them off the internet until they're, not 16, but maybe till they're 12 or 13.
Which, I agree, but it's impossible.
Exactly.
Like,
they're going to have friends who have devices and
it's impossible.
TV,
it's just not the way the world is today.
Yeah.
Well, the best you can do is to try and educate your kids and make sure they understand that there's, first of all, a lot of it's not real. It's just nonsense. And secondly, that they need to insulate themselves. They need to, I guess, see first. They need to recognize that a lot of it's just nonsense.
Yeah, they do. And
because there's so much good too, right? Like as far as being able to interact with people, like, I mean, you get on a good Discord, or you can have fantastic interactions. You can find a group of people who are awesome, who are like-minded and who share the same kind of loves and likes. It can be amazing.
For sure.
You've made friends all over the world. I mean, friends. You've made acquaintances all over the world, and you've had fantastic experiences talking to people and sharing what it's like where they live, and sharing what it's like where you live. And so there's definitely...
There's ups and downs to the internet. But I think that one of the biggest downs is cyberbullying. It's such a big problem in schools all over the world. Because...
schools, for sure, Irish, but also in real life. I mean, some of these environments are outrageous for adults. I'm just talking about
experience that I know. I've never been cyberbullied, but I know people that have been.
And from my point of view as an adult, it's outrageous the amount of bullying that goes on. Oh my! In adult forums. Like, I love Reddit. Reddit is an amazing place for a lot of reasons. You can get tremendous information there and interactions, and learn way, way more about things from people who are really doing those things. But it's also, like, if you're in the wrong place, or if you're, it's just heinous. Mm-hmm. And even in the good places, there's always those people who have to come on and start being negative, or, bullying, start telling people, oh, you suck, and, well, you're dumb, and really, buddy, this is what you think? So... It's definitely not only kids. You get starter versions of it. I think it's just harder when you're a kid, isn't it? Because you have less of an ability to just recognize, well, this doesn't mean anything. You just ignore it. It's hard to ignore it when you're a kid. If somebody comes on and starts telling you,
it is,
you're dumb, you're ugly, or even worse, way worse.
I think there's ways to stop it. You could block accounts, you could delete the social media. But it's kind of leads back to what you said. People, especially younger kids, feel left out.
Yeah.
So, like, you might delete it for a little while because you're like, okay, that's enough. Like, I'm sick of being cyberbullied, but the kid's gonna want to download it back eventually, because that's just the way it is. Like,
I think a lot of times if you're getting involved in that, then you're get involved in it. And if you're not, then you're going to get trolly comments, and you just, like you say, block them. Sometimes it's the media itself, right? Like you've kind of gotten fed up, both you and Madish, with Instagram, because the algorithm's just feeding you stuff you don't want to see.
Yeah.
Whereas that's something like Discord is more manageable for you yourself. Yes, there's terrible things on it, but you have a say in which Discords you're involved with. So if you find one and you find that, okay, this is no good, this is not what I thought, then you can leave it. Mm-hmm. There's not an algorithm. It's not pushing images or pushing ideas or philosophies or politics on you.
No.
So there's cyberbullying is definitely a problem, but there are things you can do, like you say.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff you could do, but I think that to a certain extent, there's also, like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's just that kids want to be on social media because they want to be able to fit in, but when they're on social media, they feel like they don't fit in because they're being attacked.
Mm-hmm. It's a minefield for sure. And you're also being inundated with images and ideas that aren't really real. They're not really real world images. Like, wow, the way women and girls are presented in most online situations is just far, far removed from reality. It's crazy. It's tough, man. It's really hard to me. It's really hard to be a kid navigating online world, but I think you do a really good job of it. And I think in large part because you're grounded in reality. You know that, okay, This is just some dumbness.
Yeah.
Most of it.
For sure. Okay. Well,
All right,
there you
Irish.
go. Quick topic, but a valuable one.
Oh, huge. Like,
Yeah.
I can't think of any. There's very few things that are more impactful on young lives and all lives than interacting with other people online. It's becoming more and more what we do. So, yeah, it's a super valuable topic. I'm sure we'll come back to it sometime.
For sure. Okay. Next topic is, I'm pretty sure yours, because this definitely seems like a William topic.
It does seem like something that would have come from...
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
My fermented mind.
The value of books in an apocalypse. I'm going to start this off, even though it's your topic, because I have a lot to say about this.
There are topics.
Yeah, but because there most likely wouldn't be any electricity, so that means, like... You know, the zombies before apocalypses, human zombies, real, everyday zombies that lived off of television and their devices would have
I see what you're
very
at.
little to do. So there would be very little entertainment, you know?
So not the brain-eating kind, the
No.
Cheeto-eating kind.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. They'd have very little vices. So games, like board games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Books. Like, that would be a big one.
Don't forget you'd have less time too, right? In an
Yeah.
apocalypse, I would imagine it would be go back to the times where a lot of your day was occupied with food and shelter.
For sure. I think that it's... I think that the little time that you would have to spend, you probably wouldn't get much sleep.
And even if there was some electricity from generators or something, there would be no infrastructure for the internet.
Right.
Like, that would be down. There wouldn't be towers.
Right.
There wouldn't be... People wouldn't be maintaining cloud centers. They'd all be gone.
Yeah, so that's why I think the value of books in an apocalypse would be, like, the cure for... I don't want to say boredom, because I don't think you'd ever get bored during an apocalypse. But I think it would be kind of a vice to get away. You know, to just kind of think of something else for a little while.
Sure.
Because when I read, I don't think about everything around me. I just kind of think of...
Yeah, you go into
book.
you're in another world.
So I think that would be the biggest value in a book. And then, of course, you could read books on survival and...
Oh, yeah.
And then that's where the biggest value would probably come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So...
The books would be like gold.
Yeah.
They'd be like gold. It's knowledge, right? They'd hold knowledge. I imagine, like I used to have a set of Encyclopedia Britannica that I loved, like before you had the interweb, right? And it was amazing. I'd go onto my shelf there and I'd be like, and I could look up whatever I want and find out information. It was spectacular. Now, that would be hard to find.
I bet that's how everybody listening to us pictured you as a kid, too.
I don't know. But that's... I'm just saying, like, the value of books in an apocalypse, I think, would be off the charts.
It would be I think, aside from, like, weapons and that kind of stuff, books would probably be up there in, like, the top 3. Shelter, weapons, books.
It's weird, isn't it, that I think books would be... yeah, I agree with you. But I think a lot of people, books wouldn't have value to them. The weapons thing would. The shelter would for sure. But I don't think books would be valuable to everybody in the sense that...
To the dyslexic and the annoying.
What's that?
To the dyslexic and the annoying.
No. Realistically, they would be too busy occupied with shelter and food. It's as we were saying at the start, like they wouldn't have that much free time. So when they did, they probably... how many people want to read now? Like, it's not... Not everybody wants to read. The question is, what's the value of them? And I think the value would be unbelievably valuable.
Yeah.
There's Denzel Washington has a movie that's basically about that. And in large part, it's exactly what it's about. The book of something. And it's about a post-apocalyptic hellscape where he's protecting books, essentially. Yeah. No, the incredible value. Like, I'd want to live in the woods. So the first thing I'd want to have is a really good book on how you, on hunting, cleaning, curing game, like food. I'd want to have a great book on how you can best put a garden together in the forest? You know, how do you build a cabin properly? Like just a few books like that would be like that would be everything to your survival. You could have 3 or 4 books that would ensure your survival, that would lead you what could be more valuable than that? That's more valuable than a gun. That's more value, you know.
Yeah.
Now, once you've built your plot of land and you've built your house, well, you probably need a gun now.
Yeah, I think
to protect all that.
I mean, weapons would definitely.
They play a role for sure.
They play a very big role in an apocalypse.
And we're not really gun people, but realistically, for sure,
we're not gun people.
No, but we're also realists.
Exactly.
I don't own a weapon, but if I was in a post-apocalyptic landscape and, you know, we had a cabin up in the woods with a nice plot of food growing,
yeah,
and a nice creek running by, I'm for sure not going to sit around while somebody steals that from us.
No, I'm going to read a book on how to ward off
pillagers.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think tremendous value books would have in an apocalypse. Tremendous value.
Yeah.
But not to everybody. Like, that would be, you know.
Well, see, me personally, I'd probably travel in a group.
Yeah.
And I'd probably be, you would probably be the shelter builder, the protector, the food bringer inner.
Oh.
And Madish probably be.
For sure, I don't have time to read then.
And then Madish and I would be the readers.
Oh, well.
And we'd just.
I want your gig.
Although I wouldn't
You're
mind.
getting old enough. You could do some things.
I'd work on the shelter with you.
See, the thing is, what would be valuable in an apocalypse is the same thing that's valuable now and will be valuable tomorrow, right? Knowledge. And that's why books would be valuable to me, because of the knowledge contained therein. Mm-hmm. That's what makes them valuable to me, is the knowledge. Because what made me think of that is you saying you travel in a group, and for sure you would. And so ideally your group would have a hunter, your group would have a builder, your group would have an engineer. That would be ideal, is if you had different people who could do different things and teach everyone else how to do these different things.
Yeah, like when I play.
Knowledge.
You know. The best example I could probably use is when I play 99 Nights in the Forest.
Oh, it's the exact same thing.
If I play in a group of 5, there's always the base builder, the person that finds the kids, the person that gets the food, the person that explores, opens chests and stuff like that, and then the person that gets wood and scraps.
Well, there you go. We've ascertained that your block world gaming,
since you asked,
is super valuable. It's teaching you apocalyptic skills.
Since you asked, I'm usually the kid finder. I'm just the best at it. What can I say? Skill level 67.
Okay.
But yeah.
6, 7. Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
All right.
It's just awkward when you do it.
You don't think it's awkward when you do it? Go ahead, you do it.
6, 7.
Oh, well, it's the exact same.
You have to do the hand motions too. 6, 7.
No, I really don't.
Okay, moving on. Next we have Change Happens in Weirdness. The floor is yours.
All right, change happens. It's interesting. A lot of times our podcasts seem to have underlying themes. And for change happens, and not by design either. For this change happens, I was wondering, when did you realize that, among other things, the tool is a great sucking hole of wasteful time consumption?
I don't know. I'd probably say more recent.
Yeah.
Not recently, but probably like when I was 10 or 11. I don't really have like an exact time or moment.
No, but
I did.
But more,
But
how did that come upon you?
I don't know. Probably. I mean, I could guess. Like probably, maybe when I got social media, like Instagram or something like that, it might have come up, and I was like, wow. Like I might have seen something that I was like, oh my god. Like this is open for anyone to see.
But yeah, but I'm also just like, when did you start to realize, like, whoa, this hours go by and nothing happened?
Right. Probably when I was 11 or 12. Like maybe on an airplane or something like that. Maybe I was like, oh my God, these 5 hours went by fast. Because like maybe I downloaded a show, or maybe the plane had Wi-Fi or something like that. Like,
yeah, but I don't mean that necessarily, because that's intentional. Like, you're trying to make those hours go by on the plane, so you're watching a movie or something. I mean, when did you realize that?
Right, but I don't have an exact, like, I don't.
Yeah, no, I get it. There's not an exact, oh, this is the moment where a burning bush or a light bulb went on. It's more a conversation of, when did you realize, not the exact moment, but, the rough time that,
well, it's probably on TikTok.
That a lot of it is nonsense. A lot of it is just like wasting time. Like, how on a tool on an Apple tool, you can record your screen time, right? And you know how you don't do it because it's horrifying, because you'll see that, I spent
I have it on
8
my
hours
iPad,
on
I just don't look at it.
Yeah, because it's horrifying. Like, you see, oh man, I spent 7 hours Robloxing.
Yeah.
And then that's clearly not good.
Okay, I don't do it for 7 hours. That's insane. But yeah, probably I would, like TikTok or something like that. I mean, whenever I'm on TikTok, even if it's for, 15 minutes, it feels like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I think that social media, a lot of times, it just feels like it feels like time speeds up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably to a certain extent it does, because you're just wasting time, so it's like time doesn't really exist when you're doing nothing. Like, you're just staring at a screen looking at colors and videos. Like, so that's probably when I realized, like, wow, this is just like a loophole, a rabbit hole of nothing.
Yeah, because it's, at some point, either you do or you don't come to the conclusion that the vast majority of time you spend online on a tool is wasted, is just garbage, trash time, Candy Crush time. Like, I imagine, like, do people just not consider that, and so they never conclude that's true, or and then lots of people wouldn't be wasting lots of time on a tool either. They'd be like, I'm not doing that. That's just nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, I waste time on it. For sure, I'll catch myself and I'll be like, what are you doing, man?
I mean,
like, what are you doing?
I'd say I've gotten better at it, like, from when I first got social media.
Oh, I don't think you're bad. This is not accusatory.
No,
like,
I know.
I definitely don't think you're very bad. It's more, I guess I'm just curious when you feel like you started to understand that you're wasting time on it. Because a little kid doesn't think it's a waste of time. Remember that kid who would just color in those dots, those numbers, hours on end. Like, that kid's not sitting there thinking, wow, this is not a good use of my time. Of course not, right? Mm-hmm. But at some point you come to understand that, okay, I'm just killing the day. But then I see all kinds of adults who will waste all kinds of time on the phone or on their whatever tool it is.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they're just okay with that. Like, if the alternative is to be here, present, is just too hard to consider. Yeah. And so they'd just rather be in this other place, this distracted place. It's like back in the day, people would say, oh, I don't watch TV. I have all the cable, but I don't watch TV. I just watch Discovery. That was the big joke, right? They only watch, like, smart people documentaries. It's like, please, you're watching just as much reality TV as anybody else is.
It's like saying...
But it's the same principle, though, Irish. Like, I'm not criticizing anything. I'm saying it's the same principle. Back in the day, it was like, well, I don't waste that much time. And it's like, really? And so it's the same thing with this. Like, I know that because we're quite familiar with each other's, approaches. And I know that that time is wasted.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing useful to be gained from coloring in, dots by numbering on a screen.
Color by number. Hit us up for a sponsor. I love that game. But the difference is I don't spend hours on it because I'm like, holy, spending hours on this is insanity. Like, if that's what you have to do to fill your day, I mean, okay, but I think that spending hours a day on a game where you click on dots or squares or whatever is a bit much.
But at one point you didn't think so.
No.
You know,
exactly,
so I guess that's what I was getting at. Like, at what point? But like you say, there's not one moment that you can point to.
Yeah.
But that was the conversation I was trying to get going there, child. You know, the understanding that overcomes you that, okay, this is ridiculous. Like, this is exactly nothing. I'm doing exactly nothing, and I'm doing it for hours every day.
Yeah.
It's that registering your phone time thing, your screen time thing, whew, it's shocking.
It's definitely an awakening.
Oh, man. Because I think most people underestimate how much time they spend online by a large part.
They do. Well.
Yep.
Okay. Now that I get the idea, I
that was my fault. We'll leave it all in, man. We'll leave it all in.
Next we have...
I probably didn't word that as clearly as would have been useful.
Probably not.
No.
But now we have a weirdness, so feel free to...
Well, I don't...
Give us one.
I don't feel like it now.
Why?
Because of the fail of the last one.
I cyberbullied you into not wanting to do the weirdness.
Yeah. You didn't.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Accents are weird when you think about it. Like,
everyone has one.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're weird.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, like, across Canada, so many different accents. Across America, so many different accents.
Black,
if my ear was
Southern.
attuned to German, I'm sure across Germany there's so many different French, Italian, Hindi. Doesn't matter, pick a language, right? Mandarin. I'm sure there's so many different accents and ways of presenting it, and I just think it's kind of awesome, but it is weird.
Well, have you ever thought about the fact that when you're talking to, say, an Australian person or a British person, you're like, oh, I love your accent. They're probably thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, their Southern accent or their heavy Canadian accent, like.
Maybe. I've never heard anybody say they love my accent.
Yeah,
though.
but it's probably because...
I totally know what you mean.
It's probably because on TV, they've just heard, like, that our accent isn't an accent.
Well, I think it's because Canadian accent's a bit hillbilly.
It is.
Yeah.
Although I've noticed it in Toronto, the accents aren't as thick as I thought they would be. Like, you can hear when they say words like mom, tomorrow.
It's kind of metropolitan, though, isn't it, Toronto?
Yeah.
Like, Toronto's a very melting pot of all kinds of cultures. You know, that's the thing about accents, too. You take on different accents. Like, since we've been here for a while, I know I have more of a Canadian accent because everybody
it's come
does.
back.
I grew up with a lot of Italians, and so I got some Italian inflection in the way I talk, like in the rhythm of it, you know? You just take on. If we went to live in Ireland, we would take on some Irish inflections and tones in the way we spoke. You just do, I think. That's sort of the cool thing about accents, too. They grow on you.
Yeah.
You don't even notice them. Like, my mom had a pretty distinct British accent, but not to me. Unless she said tomato or something, then I didn't even notice. But my friends, especially when they first met her, kids would come over and they'd be like, whoa, your mom's got a real British accent. I'm like, oh, does she? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good weirdness. Because it's definitely...
it's just unusual, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I guess you don't really think about it like everybody has one.
Definitely.
You know, like, I'm sure well, like, I can tell the difference between different Mexican accents. Like, you can tell the difference from someone that's from Guadalajara and from someone that's from Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, one of them is a bit more, like...
hillbilly.
Yeah. And then the other one's a bit more...
posh.
Yeah. So I think that it's... I mean, I think accents are cool.
In Oaxaca, we'll probably hear something even different. Even more different from that.
Yeah. I can do a pretty good Southern accent.
You can you?
Mm-hmm. You want to hear it?
Do I want to hear it?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've heard it.
Probably. Okay, give me something to say.
No.
Yeah.
No, you say whatever you want. Give us your best.
Okay.
What is this, Southern American you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Because we speak Southern Canadian now.
Growing up on the farm, I always like to go out early in the morning and milk my cows. And then I like to go inside. I like to eat my tomatoes. And then I like to cut the grass. And I like to go out with my friends and do a little dancing, ride my horses. That's a pretty good accent.
Remember
right?
that character you used to do? It was a super exaggerated Southern woman. There was Flora Bigsby the third, and then there was another character. Can never remember her name. Yeah, accents are amazing, man. Newfie accents.
I love Newfie accents.
Okay.
Okay.
Like that's an awesome accent. Almost impossible to understand when they're, especially if you're buddies and you're drinking. No way.
One day I'm gonna be someone from Newfoundland. I'm calling it.
I love Newfoundland. I love the people.
Accents are very strange, but they're all over the world. Everywhere you go, there's different Russian accents. There's different Canadian, American,
yeah,
Mexican.
for sure. I think it's like, I think of English, and the way different people speak English differently. So it's very cool. Accents are just weird to me. Like the millions, the thousands of different ways to say the same word.
Yeah.
With different tones and inflections and rhythms, and it's just awesome.
There's a show.
It's awesomely weird.
That came out, I want to say maybe 2023 or even last year maybe. It's a really good show, and it was on Netflix. And it won an Emmy Award. And it takes place somewhere in England, in the UK. And it's cool hearing all the different English accents. Like, it takes place in one area, but you can hear all the different accents. Yeah. Like, the dad of the little boy, he has a different accent than the son. It's pretty cool. That's
a pretty good example too. That makes me think of London. Like, London's one city, and it has hugely distinct accents from one part of the city to another part. People know, oh, he's from the East End, she's from the North, they're from the South.
Right.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
If you could have an accent, what accent would you have? I'd be Irish.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Those are really good accents.
Yeah, it's a good accent. I like that accent too.
Or Scottish.
No, I don't like Scottish as much. It's harder to understand.
Oh, I love Scouse accents.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Paul
like a Batty the Patty the Batty there.
Yeah.
He has a cool accent. I love listening to him talk.
Yeah, it is a good. I like it too.
He's so aggressive. He could be saying anything and it sounds aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that one too. Yeah, I don't know. I do like Irish. I like the lilting, sing-song way English sounds.
You would suit Irish and Scouse.
I like...
You would suit both of those.
I like the Australian accent too. But I'm thinking all English. Like, I don't understand like Mandarin or Cantonese, but I love how it sounds. I love the musicality of it. Like that one word intonated different ways means different things. I think that's really cool. That's really cool. I wonder how much accents play a role in that, actually, in Mandarin. Like, I wonder, because already I believe in the Asian, it's not Asia, it is Asia, but in the Chinese languages, one symbol said can be 20 different things depending how you accent it, like how you literally
pronounce it.
Yeah, you're harder here, softer there, you raise up here, you lower down there.
I feel like that would probably be one of the harder languages to have an accent in, because it's like...
Yeah, because it's already accented. It's already, the nature of it is that accents matter. I wonder if that means it's homogenized, like if it's kind of the same across China.
Yeah.
That's a super interesting question. If anybody knows the answer to that, I'd be interested to hear.
This is your moment to comment again.
That's a really interesting question.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I'm going to look that up, because I never thought of that before. would that mean that there was less of regional accents, because already the words are so strongly necessitate accenting? That's a cool question.
Definitely. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Do you have more words to say on this?
Not really. I feel like that pretty much covered most of it. Like, yeah.
We're on a weird episodes roll here.
I'm pretty tired today too, though, so I'm off my game.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Me too. Well, that's all right. It's not your... I'm generating my half of the weirdness.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you're listening to this on YouTube. If you're listening to it on Substack, follow, like, and comment.
Wow.
And add it to your favorites.
Very professional of you.
And if you see a clip on TikTok, comment... Actually, okay, I have an idea.
All right.
If you're listening to this, go to our TikTok at Hypermentilating, the podcast. Actually, just at Hypermentilating. Forget the podcast part. And comment on our most recent video, whichever one it is, and comment the blue heart emoji, and that's how we know that you came from this episode.
All right.
And if you came from TikTok and you came here because you were like, oh, that doesn't work.
Wow,
never mind. Okay, well, if you went to TikTok from this video, just comment the blue heart, and that's how we know that you saw.
That's a great idea, Miss Kajang.
Yeah.
Very crafty. All right.
Next
episode
time.
The 48th. I love you very much.
I love you too.
Yes, next time for sure.